Hello everybody on my YouTube page and everybody in YouTube land. I'm just going to give up one of the spots that I know beautiful stone came out of. So I'm focused on the end grid at Glen Alva, towards the Willows, Queensland, sapphire fields. Glen Alva is a designated Fossicking area where you can pull up anywhere in this area and camp. There's many little side roads in, and you can camp here for months and months on end. So this particular ground here on the corner here, with all the lumps and bumps here, I know 3 40 carat plus green stones came out of here about 8 or 9 years ago, and everybody had a crack in here and another 1 stone. So one old gentleman found 2 stones here that cut 10 carat plus stones, $15,000 to $20,000 each, came out of just here. Now the reason I'm showing you that is the rear grid at Glen Alva, and the road goes through, excuse my vehicle, to the front grid, I should say, where you come off the bitumen road 1k, the road between Anarchy and Willows up there. This is called the tourist driveway, which actually goes through to Willows, and it's a designated Glen Alva Fossicking area. So my original one I showed you up there. So come through the Fossicking area, drive through the roads about 3 or 4 k's, and then you'll hit the rear grid. To give you a perspective, there it is down there. So if you come back to this rear grid here, you'll see this area here that has been worked. I know good stone came out of here. So you can see the mullock heaps. So the beauty of this area here, as you can see there, it was designated as a public fossicking area because it was very, very shallow. There it is there. That's the wash layer there. It's around about 300 mil to 400 mil. Down the hills further, 500 mil. But you can see, and well, that there hasn't been dug. I mean, there's one spot there. You could just carry on right there. So people have stopped right there. And here, that's what I want to give you. Easy access. There's a tree, there's the road, and that's worth digging. Believe me. You think, oh, you know, it's right by the road, it's not worth it. You don't have to go far. That is a bit of virgin ground there, right there. That could keep you happy for an afternoon. There's a bit of a mullock heap on top of it, so that's even better. So what they've done, people have started. So if you were really keen, you could clean that mullock off, and you got some virgin ground under here. I always search them because human error. Because as I showed you back earlier this year, I picked up a, what was it, 19 or 18 carat green yellow on the top of one of these mullock heaps. Oh, I really hope I can do it again today. But I did. It was just human error. But see, look, right by the road, extensive mining, because this was put aside because it was shallow ground and stone was found. So there's a little spot there. There's another little spot there. You can see the little kidney shape in there and through there. So here is a few meters of dirt. Well, what I want to show you on the other side now, I know also on the other side here, a guy, these guys are probably passed away now, God bless them, but he came up here every year and he dug the same spot. So I want to show you where he dug, and he spent 15 years that I know of that he came up here, camped down there, him and his partner, and worked around here. So one of the last places he left off, because they built the road over a run of stone. So one of the last places he left off, which is another spot right by the table drain, right on the road, he would spend 2 to 3 months just in this area. See his mullock heap here, mullock heel right there, or his big stuff, and he dug and screened. Look at that. That's about 200 mil deep. Dug and screened it, rubbed it on the screen, separated the rock out of it, and took the material back to his campsite, and then took about 4 or 5 buckets back a day, all his waste. And washed it. Now that's more. He's left it. He's gone now. He hasn't been back for quite a few years. But you could start right where he's left off here and in there, right on the edge of the road. You know, like, and right there, see, back to here and carry on. So he digs this out, rubbed it on a screen, sieved it, took the bigger rocks out of it, like this one here, and just kept the material that he wanted, the gravel, like that there, and washed it back at his camp with his Willoughby. And he would stay here for 3 months. And he done this area, and I seen the stones he got out of here. Absolutely beautiful. So that was 1 year, guys. That's where he had his Tremel, separated it, the rock, and that is just 1 3-month season. And then the next year, here he was here, and he dug that, another area. And then the next year, he was over here, right on the road, happily working away, and look how deep, just the surface. And he cut a lot of dirt out of here, just the surface, right up to the edge of the road. And that's all the material that's in it, lots of stone. And then he's, whoop, always check him. He was very efficient, this guy, so I wouldn't even consider finding anything that he left behind, because he had a really good set of eyes on him. And there's a bit of dirt left there. There's a bit of dirt around that tree. There's a bit of dirt here. But coming back to the original place where I dig, there's a bit of dirt there. There's a strip of dirt along here. And that's all it takes. There's a small island of dirt in there. That's all it takes. So there's enough here for a good weekend. There's enough here for a couple of weeks. From there, around there into that tree, and then from the other side. And of course the same here. If you come in through here, you can see that looks all right. A little bit of scratching in here. And another spot. So the sapphire here the wash is really low. Another spot there. Well, actually no, that looks like that's been dug, backfilled a bit in there, but no, that hasn't. So right there, people. So right on the edge of the road. So my experience tells me I would have a dig there. I would continue on from that. I'd dig it out, and I can go that way a few meters. And it's only 200 mil deep. Come back and I'll show you again. So there you go, there's just on the edge of the road. It's a good spot. Some unusual looking rocks around here. That's an unusual looking one, isn't it? Looks like a big dinosaur tooth. I'll leave that one there. Stick him up in the branches there. There he is. So yeah, just so easy to come pull up on the side of the road, some shade. You don't have to go in miles and hunt around. I'm just showing you how easy it is when you're in the Fossicking fields. So right there is a good place for a weekend dig. It's already been started. No buckets, no nothing. I know some good stone came out of here. And just carry on. There's the road, half an hour back to town. Come out, have a dig and enjoy yourself. And that's site number 3. So I'm looking a bit rough around the edges today. I've been doing a bit of work, but come out and have some fun, enjoy yourself. And I hope this helps people to find somewhere to dig. If they want to get out of town, away from everyone else, you can camp out here, get your Fossicking permit for about $10 for the month, camp out here, go to town, get your water, and this is somewhere that you can dig where you're not in town amongst the hustle and bustle. And I guarantee you, if you put the effort in and a bit of luck like all of us, you'll find yourself some stone. So I hope you enjoyed that, and send me a like or share a message if you want to know a little bit more details. And this is a really good one. Look, there's dirt right. I'm just impressed. I mean, everywhere I look, it's so shallow, guys. Look, so shallow. Easy to dig. Pull the grass out. There's a little bit left there, and it only takes a little bit, especially when I know what came from here. You can get away from everybody else up the other end, and it works. Trust me, this will work. Easy go and get yourself some garden tools and some of them little things that you put your knees on and enjoy yourself. Plenty of shade, don't need a four-wheel drive. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. That's 10 minutes of boredom. 10 minutes of that. And yeah, living the dream, and ciao for now. Like, share and subscribe and share the love. Bye.